This was the Soviet Army's secret weapon against German tanks. They first dug a winding trench along the road for combat. Then every 2 meters, they dug a hole that was 1.4 meters deep. After that, every 5 meters, they set up an anti-tank rifle. The other infantrymen each dug a small pit that was 1.8 meters deep for themselves. Finally, they loaded the clips into their weapons. After everything was ready, the Soviet troops braced themselves for the impending German blitzkrieg attack. Unexpectedly, the Germans first sent out fighter planes. They first swooped over the village to test the waters, then they launched an attack on the Soviet positions, with bombs and machine gun bullets pouring down non-stop. When a fighter plane was hit by Soviet anti-aircraft fire and crashed smoking, it boosted the soldiers' morale. The fighter planes circled back and attacked again. The anti-tank gunners quickly chambered their round. As the enemy planes closed in, the ammo guys kept pushing the gunners to shoot. But the gunners held their fire, calmly aiming at the German planes in the sky. The German planes flew right over their heads, firing a continuous stream of bullets. Then a miracle happened. Black smoke started trailing from the tail of the diving plane. After tracing a graceful arc in the sky, it crashed into the side of a distant hill. After losing 2 planes in a row, the Germans immediately launched a furious counterattack. Bombs rained down like hail, hitting the Soviet trenches that had just been built. The nearby village was also hit and was reduced to rubble. After the bombing, the Soviet soldiers emerged from the trenches like mushrooms after a spring rain. Although they were covered in dust and dirt, they had survived. The soldiers looked at each other and couldn't help but chuckle and make fun of each other. After the teasing, some quickly grabbed a bite to eat, while others kept digging their 1.8-meter pits deeper to 2.5 meters. But before the crayfish in the pot were even cooked, the next wave of German infantry and tanks came charging over. The leading tank charged forward with the German troops. The Soviet anti-tank guns immediately opened fire and hit the leading tank right away. The tank spun out of control, crashed into a pit by the roadside, and its tracks kept spinning in the air. Seeing this, the other German tanks quickly changed their formation and spread out to avoid the Soviet artillery fire. Then the German tanks fired at the artillery positions together and easily suppressed the fire of the Soviet cannons. Then a German tank charged straight at the Soviet position. An anti-tank gunner quickly grabbed his anti-tank rifle and fired, hitting the tank so hard that it burst into flames and was completely destroyed.